Welcome back to Tottenham Bada, getting ready for the first Superfinal match of the day. This is the group we're in, Group 1. Here are the results so far. Portugal and Russia the winners. Russia, a decisive performance from the European champions. Terrific display from them yesterday, it really was. Hat-tricks to Makarov and Shishin. And this is what we've got coming up for you. Italy next, against Belarus, then Portugal against Russia. Here we go then, Italy against Belarus. Two matches, or two teams I should say, in this match looking somehow to get back on track after losses yesterday. Italy, what a crushing defeat it was for them at the hands of Russia. And Belarus, well, going down to Portugal, more importantly, going down with the loss of their top goal scorer, Ihar Pristel. He's out suspended today after being sent off for dissent yesterday. That's all sorts of problems for Belarus. Can they overcome that really great handicap? Teams out on the sand then, along with the FIFA Fair Play flag, the flags of the two countries, and indeed the four match officials. Players being introduced to the crowd. See at the top of your screen there's once again a sizable contingent from Belarus here to enjoy the action. Very important for these two sides to secure a victory today, not only to keep alive whatever slim hopes they may have of making it through to the final on Sunday, but also because the top 6 of the 8 sides doing battle in the Super Final, they will play in the inaugural European Olympics next year in Baku in Azerbaijan. There's the Belarus fans enjoying their players being introduced to them. The teams have now been introduced to the spectators, so now it's time for the national anthems. First of all, the national anthem of Italy. Italian national anthem, sung with gusto as ever by the Italian team. Time now for the national anthem of Belarus. national anthems, first of all of Italy, then of Belarus. And we're getting ready for the action. Here's the Italian lineup. Now, one significant change there is that Giuseppe Plantanilla, who captained the side yesterday, he misses out. Emanuele Zurlo comes into the starting lineup. You can see him there at number 9. The other man missing out for Italy is Michele De Palma. So that's the Italian lineup. Let's have a look at the Belarus lineup, and the most significant absentee there, of course, is number 8, Ihar Bristel. He's missing. Now, the other player standing down for them out of their 12 is Samsonov, who we saw yesterday, but he's not making an appearance today. And Siara Klimchenko is the man coming in place of him. Referees for this match from France, Switzerland, Germany and Spain. Here are the starting lineups. Italy, you can see they're captained by Francesco Corosinitti today. Gabriele Gori, their top scorer this season, 12 goals for him. Now, where are the goals going to come from for Belarus? That's the question, and that's what's going to be answered over the next 36 minutes. Ihar Bristel missing, it really does leave a huge hole in their lineup. But he's only got himself to blame for showing dissent yesterday. There's Massimiliano Esposito, the Italian coach, and he knows what it's like to be sent off. He was sent off in Schierfock last week, sent off against Germany, so he spent the last match of that stage 4 in the stands. And there's Gilberto da Costa de Souza, the Belarus coach. 2 captains out there, Corosinitti on the left and Vadzim Bokac on the right. Corosinitti, actually the most capped player in the Italian squad at the start of the season. At that point, 125 caps to his name. Made his debut back in 2007. And it's going to be Italy who are going to get us underway in this first of 4 super-final matches this afternoon. We've already had 25 goals today. How many more goals are we going to get? We got 57 in total yesterday. So Italy getting us underway. Frenetti with his header across the face of goal. And Matteo Marucci there trying to hook that one goalwards and not being able to do so. Join the conversation, by the way, on Twitter. Hashtag EBSL Tordembara. Hashtag EBSL Tordembara. You can see it in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen there. We've had communication from all over the world. Have a look at that hashtag and just see who's saying what. Simone Del Mestre starting in goal today for Italy, and he was the man who grabbed that. Saw a couple of errors from Stefano Spardi yesterday, uncharacteristic errors they were too. But Italy really were bombed yesterday. 9-2 by the Russians, and that really was revenge for Russia, because Italy won the corresponding fixture in Catania in stage 1 of the Eurobeach Soccer League this season. 2-1 with a last-minute goal, last-second goal in fact, by Matteo Marucci. So that would have tasted very sweet indeed, that victory for the Russians yesterday. As for Belarus, 3-1 defeat against Portugal for them. Gori tackling there with Miranovic, and the free kick has gone Gori's way. Gabriele Gori, 12 goals this season so far. Got one yesterday in that debacle against Russia. Just hurdling the thigh there of Miranovic. Esposito looks on impassively. Former Italian beach soccer player himself, of course. So Gabriele Gori really in a hot streak at the moment. 13 goals last season in the Eurobeach Soccer League as well, so he needs one more goal to equal that mark. And he almost got it there. That was a tremendous strike with his left foot. Over the angle of post and crossbar, not a million miles away from the opener. Bokac does well to keep it in play, but only gets the ball to Marinai. He'll want to have a better day than he did yesterday when he scored an own goal. It's a terrific header, actually. If it had been at the right end, he would have been very happy indeed. He's conceded the free kick there, though. Real crowd seeing that. So Vadzim Bokac is going to have the free kick for Belarus. Miranovic has more caps in the current squad than him. This is Bokac's 54th cap today. Captained the side in stage 3 in Moscow earlier this summer. That included a 4-2 win for Belarus. What a terrific performance that was against the hosts. He's got 4 goals this season in the Euro Beach Soccer League. What can he do now? Goes for a low skidding shot. Scored yesterday actually against Portugal. That was from distance as well, a free kick, and it was a tremendous goal as well. It had to be to beat Nuno Hidalgo, roughly the halfway line. Matches in there battling with Makarovic. Free kick has gone Belarus's way. Valeri Makarovic saved a penalty yesterday, taken by Nuno Belchior of Portugal. Didn't do Belarus any good in the final analysis. They still ended up being defeated. Music pumping out, the crowd building. Expect something close to a full house this evening. By the time we get to Spain. Spain against Germany is our last match today. See our cameraman there behind Makarovic. He's behind the referee as well. And some encroachment there I rather fancy, so that's going to have to be taken again. And it's going to be Ramaciotti by the look of it, who's going to end up in the referee's notebook. I'm thankful it's not a booking for that, although we have seen bookings in the past for encroachment. Basically the players have to fan out in the line between the ball and the corner flags, the opposite corner flags. So Makarovic has got a clear view of goal here. Ramaciotti just remonstrating with the referee. What do you want me to do? Get off the pitch? What a fantastic camera shot that is. Gives you an idea of what Makarovic can see in front of him. Wherever he could see, he couldn't get the ball accurately towards the opposite goal. Ramaciotti goes back to Del Mestre. Bowled long there towards Zerlo. Good to see him back on the sand. He was replaced by Paolo Palmacci in Schiaffok last weekend. But did travel to Schiaffok, as did Michele Di Parma, the other player in the squad, who didn't see action in Schiaffok. Di Parma, though, still waiting for his first action here in Torredembarra. Marinai goes down rather theatrically, it has to be said, under challenge from Bokac. He's got the free kick. Simone Marinai. Only Michele Di Parma is younger than him in the squad. There are actually 4 26-year-olds in total. Di Parma is the youngest of them all. His birthday, Di Parma, last Sunday. Marinai then, 4 goals so far this season in the Euro Beach Soccer League. Can he make it 5? Goes for the low bobbling shot. Makarovic taking no chances there. Just pouring the ball away. Not risking trying to catch it. Marinai with a flick header there near post from Palmacci's throw. In case you've just joined us, by the way, we've already had 4 matches today, 25 goals in total. All promotional final matches, those. Division B, Czech Republic beating Bulgaria 3-2. Poland trouncing Azerbaijan 6-1. So Poland securing their place in the promotional final on Sunday as a result of that. Turkey beating Estonia 3-1 to head that particular group. And then England winning 5-4 against Hungary after extra time. Terrific, tenacious performance from England, and despite a Victor Faketa hat-trick. Mark Ugai, the Hungary captain, was sent off in that match for dangerous play. What that means is Turkey topping that group. And a good save there from Del Mestre. Klimchenko it was, steaming in and getting the header in. Turkey topping that group. Hungary is second with 3 points. England have 2 points by winning in extra time. And Estonia still to get off the mark. So Hungary play Turkey tomorrow. They can get up to 6 points if they win in normal time. And what that means is that that will basically decide who will play Poland in the promotional final. If Hungary are level, that's a good save from Karovic. Hungary are level with Turkey on 6 points. Hungary would end up topping the group. Ramachotti with a shot, pushed around the post by Karovic. Topping that group ahead of Turkey because of the head-to-head records. Probably would have gone wide looking at that replay. Karovic wasn't prepared to take the chance, and he's beaten that one away as well. Boy, he's been in good form so far in this match. Valeri Karovic. Some really important saves. Played the entire match yesterday. Karovic, there's no sign of Vadsim Liashkovic. He's the number 2 goalkeeper for Belarus. The question still asserts itself. I asked it at the start of the match, and it's worth repeating. Where are the goals going to come from for Belarus today? Because they're missing their talismanic striker, Ihar Bristel. 10 goals for him in the Eurobeach Soccer League this season. Belarus had 3 wins during the regular season, one of them Tanya against Poland. Really was the shape of things to come. As Gori trips Bokac. He says the shape of things to come. Against Belarus, you could argue, punched above their weight this season to get to the Superfinals. Certainly there was no indication last season they had any real aspirations of getting this far. So they've done well in that regard. And also, it's an indicator of how Poland were going to struggle this season. 5 losses from 6 matches for them. Belarus and Catania, 4-3 win over Poland, a 6-5 loss to Switzerland, which was a very testy game indeed, and then a 4-2 loss to Germany. Stage 1, played again in stage 3 in Moscow and secured 2 wins there. Referee again, just making sure there's no encroachment on that far side, just laying down the law for those players. Bokac then, quite close to his own edge of his own penalty area, and that's good work from Korosiniti, getting across the front there of Alexander Karpau. Still concedes the corner though, corner to be taken by Miranovic, and at the near post it's Karpau, he's wide of the mark. Belarus in Moscow, they lost 4-1 to Spain. Spain 3rd in last season's Eurobeach Soccer League. They secured some tremendous victories then at the back end of that stage in Moscow, winning 4-2 against the Russians. That was a fantastic performance, it really was, winning on Russian sand. And then a 6-5 win against Greece. That has to be handball against Gabriella Gori. He's protesting to the referee there, I'm not quite sure why. That was as plain as the nose on your face there. He's saying, I think, that his arm was pushed towards the ball by Bokac's chest. I don't know where that comes in the rules of football or beach soccer. Ultimately, it was handball. Just over 5 minutes to go then in this first period. Still goalless. Another free kick for Makarovic. Another opportunity for our cameraman to get down low there. Give you a fantastic shot. Makarovic, oh dear. Bit of a toe punt in the end, that one. Way off target. That's well done by Bokac. In there ahead of Korosiniti. A couple of balls on the sand there briefly, and there's 2 balls on the sand again. The effort there by Marucci to get it off the sand. He kicked it so hard against the advertising boards. It bounced back on again. Ball finding its way into the Belarus supporters. And Frenetti taking too long to get the ball back into play. Got to do it in 4 seconds. That's what beach soccer's all about. Action aplenty. Harpau's in there. But Marucci just does enough to put him off. Paolo Palmacci now. Korosiniti with a little flick. Harpau, what are his options? Over to that far side, Ruslan Ilyin. With the throw forward there. Novic with a shot, that was well off target. So there has been an awful lot of threat, really. Behind the goal, we've seen a couple of really good saves from Makarovic. Other than that, it's been fairly quiet stuff in soccer terms, I guess. Sinau, oh, he's dispossessed. Maranai getting the shot in. Stifled appeal for handball there by the Italians. Bounced up. The referee on that far side having nothing to do with that appeal. Slavucin didn't continue his run there, so he wasn't able to feed off that ball from Klimchenko. Is that a push in the back on Palmacci? He feels it was. Referee disagrees. Good work there from Del Mestre. Brave goalkeeping. Saving at the feet of Klimchenko. Sinau, big physical presence that he is. Oh, that's nice from Zerlo. Very nice indeed. Oh yes, Emmanuel Zerlo breaks the deadlock. Well, he just says to the Italian hierarchy, put me in the team. Wasn't here yesterday, wasn't in the team in Schiaffo, but he's back today. Straight away making his presence felt. Zerlo scores for Italy and they hit the front. Nicely done. Just 2.5 minutes to go in this first period. And for Zerlo, it's a 4th goal this season in the Eurobeach Soccer League. His first here in Terracina. He scored 3 in Catania. Oh, shot coming in there from Constantinou. On the restart, it was pushed round the post there, and a good save too from Del Mestre. Constantinou with the attempted scissor kick, didn't get that one right. And Italy can come forward through Zerlo. Good pace from him down that far side. He goes down under challenge. Play on, says the official. Zerlo wins it back. Good tenacity from him, trying to square the ball to Palmacci. It gets stuck in the sand. Constantinou, another scissor kick failed from him. So 2 out of 2 going wrong there in quick succession for the big fella. Less than 2 minutes to go then in this first period. Italy hold the lead. Both sides looking to get off the mark. Oh, a flying header there from Savic. It's just his bad luck, I guess. But it was off target. Off target in the sense that it was straight at the goalkeeper. Half a metre either side, and it may well have been 1-1. Mestre, a relieved man there, that header was straight at him. On that far side, Kumchenka finds Bokac. Oh, charge down. Gory's put it in the back of the net. Well, it's given us a free kick there. Gory's been penalised. I have to say, watching live, I thought he was a little hard done by there, just trying to charge that down. Well, he's won the ball. You would say possibly he went in with a high foot. He's frustrated. Vadzim Bokac on that far side in front of the Belarus fans. He's got the free kick. Free kick probably 21, 22 metres from goal in the Belarus half. Driven in and driven in powerfully just across the face of goal. That was beautifully struck. Just off target though. That's all that counts. Corasaniti captain for the day for Italy. Bursting clear, cutting inside. And I think in the end he's going to be penalised for a foul there. Corasaniti absolutely convinced there that Karpau has dived. Gory the same. What do you think? Karpau's got the free kick. So just over 30 seconds to go. This could be the last opportunity for Belarus in this first period to see if they could get level. Alexander Karpau, 24 years of age. Didn't feature in stage 1 of this Eurobeach Soccer League season in Catania. Replaced Andrei Davidovic for the Moscow stage. One goal so far this season in the Eurobeach Soccer League. Played for Bate Borisov, Belarusian side, in the Euro Winners' Cup this year in Catania. And there's encroachment there, and the referee spotted it. He's not happy. Corasaniti is furious with the decision. Corasaniti's going to get a yellow card here for dissent. And the referee's going to ask for this to be taken again. But Corasaniti getting a booking, and so he's going to be walking a tightrope tomorrow now. It's fair to say this referee is hot to trot when it comes to encroachment. It's not the first time he's jumped up and down about that. So here we go again. Take two. Players on either side of the pitch are going to be scared of their shadows, I think. Certainly not wanting to encroach again. Drives it in and scores! Oh, frustration for Italy. But a goal for Carpao and they're level. And the Italians really do feel hard done by there. The fact that that free kick was retaken, they were absolutely convinced there was no encroachment, or if there was encroachment, it was by a Belarus player. The referee insisted on the free kick being retaken. Carpao made absolutely no mistake. A wonderful strike that was. Low skidding effort. Locked up. Italy taking the lead through Emmanuel Zurlo. Highlights of the first period. This year of the two keepers, Valeri Makarevic. Here's the strike from Zurlo. Very good strike indeed. Justifying his recall today to the lineup. Good turn, very effective finish. That's what it means. 1-0. Make that 1-1. Carpao's strike from the retaken free kick. Really excellent free kick it was too, and very much appreciated by those Belarus fans. Cheerleaders are in action. It's 1-1. Getting ready for the second period then of this first Superfinal match of the day. Day 2 here in Torredon. Both sides looking to secure their first victory of the Superfinal weekend. 1 so far. You see there the pitch has been watered, just a little sprinkle during the interval between the first and second period. The ideas behind that are A, to make the sand a little bit more pleasant for the players to run on, because it's roasting hot, and that is by no means very pleasant to be running on. And on top of that, if the sand dries a little bit too much, it becomes very dusty, almost creating a mist as the players run round on it. So again, just trying to keep a little bit of moisture in there, if at all possible. Belarus getting us underway then in the red, and that should be a corner. Indeed it is. Sinnoh with the restart. Waiting for a ball to be delivered. Sinnoh has scored direct from a corner this season. It was in Catania. They tend to do so there. To get the ball instead to Ales Slavucin. His overhead didn't quite work out as he would have wanted. That's across the face of goal and off the crossbar. Franetti it was. Set up by Zerlo. Zerlo then on the turn. Oh so close for Franetti and oh so close for Italy. The other end, Slavucin with the shot, which was charged down. So Italy hitting the frame of the goal, and then the attempted overhead from Klimchanka. Almachi. Keep your tweets coming in, incidentally. Hashtag EBSL Tornambara. It's good to hear from you, and you can see there's a change in goal. Stefano Spada taking over for the second period from Simone Del Mestre. Hashtag EBSL Tornambara. Tweets from all over the world. Have a look at the conversations that are going on there. People enjoying watching the action. Why not? Zerlo does well there. Gets the ball towards Palmachi. Was it off his arm there? No, says the referee. Zerlo racing into the corner to pick up that distribution from Spada. It was won in the end by Savic. That's good defending from him. Sinnoh racing onto that, up against Franetti. The overhead from the big man, the number 18 for Belarus, comes off Frenetti's back. Sinnoh makes his way all the way across the sand. He's the one who's going to administer the throw-in. Gets it back there from Klimchanka, Slavucin in fact. That'll be another throw to Belarus. Slavucin with the overhead. Klimchanka was in the mix, but couldn't get the decisive touch at the other end. Palmachi, perhaps he needed to be a little bit more selfish there. He was trying to square the ball. He had two players with him, Zerlo and Franetti. Maybe he should have gone for the near post himself. He didn't. Belarus live to fight another day. Still 1-1 then. Karpau at the back post. It's bounced awkwardly. It's come off the post. Oh, it looked as though that chance had gone. Looked as though the ball had run out of play. Karpau kept it in play, and not only that, he very nearly scored from a ridiculously acute angle. Palmachi now looking for Zerlo. Header away from Bokac. Marucci back to Coruscaniti as well there to get it away from Bokac. Marinai on this near side. Marucci again. Ball forward by Spada. Picks out Zerlo absolutely beautifully. Clear by Slavucin. Straight into the arms. Stefano Spada. On that far side, Coruscaniti. Just in case you're just joining us, captaining the side today in the absence of Giuseppe Plantanilla. He's not included in the 10 today. Coruscaniti with a flying header. It's bounced up over the crossbar. Karovic will be very happy to see that as well. It's an awkward one for the goalkeeper, pitching just in front of him. Good distribution from Makarovic there. Ruslan Ilyin ghosted in at the far post. He missed his kick. Milanovic shepherds that one back to his keeper. Bokac and Korosinetti, a clash of heads there. Korosinetti's down, that's got to be put out of play surely. Indeed it is. Sensible decision, the only decision really that could be made. Seen a couple of clashes of heads today. It's immediately obvious that that was a clash of heads. Korosinetti, in fact, is just holding his neck. Just about 5 minutes gone in this second period. All locked up still, one apiece. Bokac, flick header from him, Ramazzotti there. Down goes Gori, play on says the referee. Marinai bundling away there with Milanovic. Karpau with a shot on the turn. Powerful strike then by Spada, fisted away by his opposite number. Gori. The foul there. He wasn't according to the official on his near side. Italians feel that it's referee on this near side. Hasn't done them too many favours today. Ilyin with rather a scuffed shot there. Over halfway through this second period then. So we're just over halfway through the match. Gori. Overhead from him. It's wide. Italy lost their final match of the regular season against Portugal, losing on penalties 3-2. They finished 5-5 following extra time in Schiphol last weekend. Lost their last two matches. It's Gori with the overhead, it's just wide. For the previous day they lost to Germany. Again on penalties. 3-1 and finished 7-7. Good save from Spada at his near post. Might have gone wide, he wasn't prepared to take the risk. There, great effort by the big fella, Sinau. As I mentioned earlier, he scored direct from a corner this season already. He was going to do the same again there. Game between Italy and Portugal, which rounded things off in Schiphol last weekend. If Italy had won that match, they would actually have ended up topping the regular season standings. Wouldn't have made any difference because they're still in the same group now that Portugal are in. Always bragging rights, of course. But actually have altered the position of some of the sides that would have been below them. Ramazzotti against Sinau. It's a good battle. Palmacci, Marucci, Frenetti on this near side. Alessio Frenetti just overcourse that. Frenetti missed that game against Portugal, the final game for Italy. Schiphol, it's just wide, spectacular effort. Zinchenko it was, he's down. Frenetti missing that final game in Hungary because of suspension. Same with Marucci, who's just hovering over Klimchenko. Staying down. Siara Klimchenko. He's just winded. Let's hope that's the case. Quite sure what that did, just pouring even the water on his stomach. But fingers crossed it has the desired effect and gets him up and about again. Indeed it does. That's why he's down. Marucci just clashing with him there. In fact, he goes off for a sit down. No, he comes back on again. No, he has to stay off the pitch, say the officials. Being replaced by Karpau. Maranai on this near side. No goals so far then in this second period. Just about 3.5 minutes to go in it. Maranai trying to get forward there, but Karpau was wise to that one. She goes back to his keeper. Good defensive work there by Savic. Here's Savic, 23-year-old. Savic who debuted for Belarus in the World Cup qualifier, the FIFA Beach World Cup qualifier that took place in Moscow in 2012, July. Big shot there from Slavutin, but always rising, always going over the top. Maranai at the back post. Just an awkward height for him there, the little man. Fed by Palmacci. Knocked away by Marucci. Vague direction of the goal as well. Karovic had to scamper across, but brought it under control beautifully. There's this near side, Karpau. Gets the shot in. Ball ricochets to Savic. And the overhead coming in there from Bokac. Off target though. Palmacci now on that far side. What we're seeing in this match so far is a couple of things. One, two sides that are a little bit short on form. Obviously in Belarus's case, they're also missing their top scorer as well. But on top of that, a realisation they really need to win today. Absolutely vital that they do so. And it's vital for a couple of reasons. One, to keep alive their slim hopes of being European champions. Good turn from Gori. The ball just eluded him. But two, this is the most important thing, I guess, given they lost yesterday. Have to be realistic. Punched away by Spada. It's all about qualifying for the European Olympics. Good shot on the turn there by Miranovic. And a really good save by Spada. Good strong hands. And then as Miranovic fouled Palmacci, he has there, and that's going to be a booking. And the referee on that far side convinced that was a cynical challenge by Miranovic. So the yellow card will be administered. Second player for Belarus to go in the book. On that far side, brandishing the card. Remember, of the 8 sides here in the Super Final, Division A, only 6 can progress to the European Olympics next year. There are 8 teams in the beach soccer event. One of them is the top Division B side. Moment you would say favourites to assume that mantle are Turkey. Hungary will have other ideas about that though. their head-to-head clash tomorrow, because whoever wins that match will go forward to the final against Poland, who are ineligible because, of course, they're a Division A side. And we've got 6 Division A sides plus the hosts, Azerbaijan. They're the 8 sides that will do battle in Baku next year. Almaty with the free kick straight at Makarovic. What an awkward bounce there for the goalkeeper. He does well in the end to save it. Bowled forward. One in the air by Ramachotti. Palmachi scampering away. Time ticking away. Oh, a little flick there from Gori. It was almost an afterthought, you fancy. I think if he realised just quite how good a position he was in there, he might have done better. Konstantinou with the shot, easily dealt with by Spada. So it looks as though we're heading for a scoreless period here. Indeed we are. There goes the hooter, the whistle, the buzzer. And we're still locked up at 1 apiece. Italy opening the scoring through Emmanuel Zerlo. And Alexander Karpov equalising for Belarus. No goals in the second period though, it's 1-1. So look at the highlights of that second period. Spada taking over in goal for Italy. Give effort and endeavour from the 2 sides, but great finishing. Spectacular from Zerlo. At the other end, Spada happy to fist the ball away. Strong hands from him. Gabriele Gori will never die wondering, will he? Always determined to have a pop at goal. 1-1 then. Getting ready for the third and final period of normal time then in this match between Italy and Belarus. And we just had, that was only the 5th period in 13 matches this long weekend so far. It's failed to yield a goal. The others all coming in Division B, so the first time that we've had a Division A match, a super final match, hasn't produced a goal in a 12-minute period. These 2 sides, part of Group 1, Portugal, Italy, Belarus and Russia, the sides that make up Group 1. Group 2, that's made up by Switzerland, Spain, Ukraine and Germany. Next up, it's Switzerland against Ukraine. Switzerland, who really were very, very impressive yesterday. 7-0 win over Germany. Often you can say that Switzerland were impressive defensively as well. They're always impressive going forward. They were very good at the back. And Ukraine, Well, they were very slow to start. 8-6 in the end. They lost to Spain, but they were flattered a little bit by that scoreline, I rather fancy. Zerlo conceding the free kick there. And again, the Italian players not all that enamoured with some of the refereeing decisions going on out there. Free kick to Constantino. He's just inside the Italian half. Simone Del Mestre is back in goal for Italy for this third and final period. Means he has no one for company in his half, apart from Constantino. He's going to drill this one in from that far side. It's against the breeze. There's no real wind at pitch level. Goes for the low shot, across the face of goal. It's not that far away from goal either. Del Mestre, happy to see it go wide. Nicely done by Zerlo. Finds Marinai. Ramaciotti. Zerlo trying to get on the end of that one, not able to do so. Tangling with Savic. Klimchenko, Slavutin. Volley coming in there. Constantino. Marinai. To Del Mestre. Bowled long, looking for Zerlo. Heads it back into the danger area, but there's no one there in a white shirt to do damage. Slavutin, flick there to Klimchenko. Shot on the turn, and good defensive work there. Tremendous work by Frenetti. Right place, right time. Got the block in. Keeps it at 1-1. Constantino with the throw. Too long there for Klimchenko. Just to keep it in though. He gets the overhead in. Fantastic overhead it was as well by Siara Klimchenko. And a terrific save by Del Mestre. Have a look at that. That was going in. Reminiscent of an overhead by Saganovski. Polish coach this morning, part of his hat-trick. 2 hat-tricks in successive days for him. He's the top scorer this weekend in Torredon Bara so far. Savic battling with Marinai, wins the ball, and wins it again there from Frenetti before he goes down under challenge. Play on, says the referee. And Bokac, the defensive header there away from Gori. Powerful shot from Ramaciotti, and a good save again from Makarovic. He's done extremely well, Valeri Makarovic, not only in this match, but also yesterday against Portugal. Very impressive. As he can't keep that one in. Over that far side, Karpau. It'll be a throw to Belarus. Ramaciotti doing the blocking there. Karpau getting free, getting the overhead in. It's dealt with in the end by Del Mestre. Flopping on it in the end, really. Ramaciotti in a little bit of space. Closed down by Karpau. Still gets the shot in though. It's just wide. Belarus have been pretty good defensively this season. Conceded an absolute handful of goals in any match. Conceded 6 to the Swiss in Catania. Conceded 5 to the Greeks in a win in Moscow. Defensively, they're very sound. They're well organised. Keeping the Italians at bay here. The issue is where it's coming from. I mentioned it before, I'm sure I'll mention it again during this weekend, because without Brichtel, they really do look a less effective side, but he's got himself to blame, suspended. The side really do need his presence, and the shot across the face of goal there by Russell and Ilian illustrates the point. He could be finding the target there, he didn't. Matteo Marucci now, across to Paul Zanetti. Matchy on that far side in front of the Belarus fans. Mestre goes it to Marucci. Again, great distribution from the Italian goalkeeper. Headed clear by Miranovic. Time ticking away then. 7 minutes to go. Remember, if we're still level at the end of the third and final period of normal time, we have 3 minutes of extra time. Oh, Gabriele Gori, that was terrific. Wonderful skill. It wasn't all that far over the crossbar either. He goes for a sit down. Gori level with Lorenz Gomez, local boy here, Spanish player, second in the scoring charts, behind Noah Ott. You'll see him a little bit later. Got a hat-trick yesterday, Ott, 20 goals already this season in the Eurobeach Soccer League. Astonishing statistic, that. There's any doubt at all he's going to finish as the top scorer this season. It's in the overall standings, that's regular season and super finals added together. He's going to be the top scorer here though. Super finals and promotional final weekend. Taking too long over that corner, the Italians. Slavutin. Get the volley right there, just looking to side foot it into the danger area. Matteo Marucci. Goes back to Del Mestre. Bowled long, but for once Del Mestre's distribution lets him down there. Between Coruscanti and Marinai. Official foul, you might say. Karovic with the shot there, wide of the target. Marinai. Coruscanti. Skill from him, but it's charged down. Shank, the man doing the charging. Coruscanti. Gets the shot in. Oh, that was heading in. Terrific stop again by Makarovic. He really has been in red hot form. Marinai now at the back post. Ramaciotti to Frenetti, and Frenetti gets that one wrong and he's frustrated about it as well. Time ticking away. Italy's last two matches in Schiaffok last weekend were both extra timers. In fact, they both went to penalties. 3 out of 4 matches for that to happen. It's a test of the stamina of these boys. They're fit. We'll leave that. We've got a free kick now. It's Massimiliano Esposito making his point from the sidelines, and there's his opposite number, Gilberto da Costa de Souza. Always being created by the Belarus fans, stamping their feet over in the stand there. Frenetti then, the edge of his penalty area, trying to pass the ball into the corner there and not succeeding. Miranovic across the face of goal. Karpau can't keep that one in. Bowled long. Across the face of goal there by Marucci, again, landed his near post. Karovic does well, good distribution as well. Slavucin tries to shoot on the turn. Del Mestre was wise to that though. Good goalkeeping coming out and closing things down very quickly. Is that a push in the back by Zerlo? Indeed it was. Muranovic is the man who was the recipient of that push. And slightly theatrical in the way that he went down. Free kick then to Belarus with just 3 minutes remaining. Is there time, in normal time, for us to get a winner? Or are we heading for extra time? Ivan Muranovic, most player in the current squad, 55 caps at the start of the Superfinals campaign. Drives that one in, but doesn't get it right at all, really, does he? Bobbling effort it was too. Two matches this weekend so far have gone to extra time. Bulgaria against the Czech Republic earlier today. Czech Republic winning that one 3-2. And England and Hungary, England winning that one 5-4. Free kick to the Italians here. That's why. Frenetti will have that free kick. He got 4 goals last year, Alessio Frenetti, in the Eurobeach Soccer League. 3 of them in Terracina, Italy's home stage. So far this term in the Eurobeach Soccer League. Scory there, then collides with Karpau. Oh, a looping header and a great save. Miranovic at the back post and Del Mestre at full stretch, pushing it over the top. That was heading in. Too many clear-cut opportunities at Belarus in this match, but that was certainly one of them. Terrific header, and very nearly giving what would have been, I'm sure, victory for Belarus had it gone in. Minute to go then. It really does look as though we're heading for extra time here, and possibly Another period without a goal. The last goal we had was in the last minute of the first period. And Karpau scored from that twice taken free kick. Corey wins that one in the air. Korosinidi keeps it in play. That far side, Bokac. Ramachotti's won that. Gets the shot in and scores! Oh, goodness me! Inside the last 20 seconds, and Dario Ramachotti, it was all his own work. He won the ball on that far side. That was clever to start with. And then look at that, slotting the ball home past Makarovic and his near post. The joy for Ramachotti, the joy for Italy, and it looks as though it's the joy of 3 points as well. For Ramachotti, it's his 5th goal of this Euro Beach Soccer League season. He got 6 last term. He scored yesterday against Russia in that 9-2 hiding. But is that going to be the goal that separates these two sides at the end of the day? It certainly looks as though it will be. The goal so late in proceedings. Belarus basically have no time at all to try and turn things round. Mestre bowls it forward. Mitchell Matchy. Was that a free kick? Yes, it was. Challenged by Bokac. Let's have another look at it here. Constantino in the mix as well. Free kick's going to be taken on the halfway line. I would say this is pretty much game, set and match to Italy now. Such a short amount of time left. Don't be surprised if this free kick is necessarily straight into the arms of Valeri Makarovic. Give him the opportunity to get the ball down the pitch for one last time. Palmacci will have that free kick then. He steps, tries to curl it in, it's wide of the target. Karovic gets the chance to bowl it forward. Headed over the top by Marucci. And that is the end. Italy win it, thanks to that late goal from Dario Ramachotti. He's the man who's being congratulated by his teammates. 3 points to Italy. And they're the ones who secure the victory. Italy's other goal from Emanuel Zerlo. Belarus getting a goal through Karpau. Let's have a look at the highlights of the action. It was a closely fought encounter. Here's Zerlo's strike in the first period. Recalled to action today and justifying that recall in the side today ahead of Giuseppe Plantanilla. And Italy ultimately bouncing back really well from that 9-2 thrashing that they suffered at the hands of Russia. It's the equaliser though, the twice taken free kick from Karpau. Belarus, their fans really enjoying that. That was the end of the first period, 1-1 at that stage. Second period didn't yield any goals. No shortage of action. Good save there from Spada at his near post, and again the other end. Italy were knocking on the door as well. Gabriele Gori. Strong hands from Spada. Very evenly contested the match. Gori again with the overhead there. So that took us into the third and final period. It looked for all the world as though we were heading for extra time. That effort from Constantino just wide. Spectacular effort too from Klimchanka. It was really well saved by Del Mestre. Top save that was, just tipping it over the crossbar. I can do better though, Karovic said. And then in the very last minute, Ramazzotti took possession, rampaged down that far side and slotted it in with great accuracy at the near post to give Italy the victory. So Italy 2, Belarus 1. Coming up next, it's Switzerland against Ukraine.
El acta, no, mira por favor. You have готова Украина? Switzerland.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Euro Soccer League 2014 Superfinaal Евролиги between Switzerland and Ukraine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the as well as the referees and the national teams of Switzerland and Ukraine.
Suiza, Ucrania.